Hey, thanks so much for finding the video. Do us a favor. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. And be sure to leave your comment. We love to interact. Enjoy the video. We know there's been a COVID outbreak among the Tennessee Titans. Cam Newton tested positive, had to miss this week's game. And now Stephon Gilmore has tested positive. I saw just a moment ago, Diana Rossini of ESPN tweeted that a member of the Raiders has tested positive as well. And that has led many of the Chicken Littles to run and scream with their heads cut off that the sky is falling. Cancel the season! It's all going to hell! So typical. Like, have they not learned their lesson at all through all of this? I mean, do you remember where we were when COVID first happened and Kirk Herbstreit was saying, I can't see anywhere there's football at all this year? Remember that? And make your way all the way through, and then basketball comes back, and baseball comes back, and hockey comes back, and horse racing comes back, and MLS comes back, and MMA and boxing, and everything comes back. And you still had Chicken Littles in the Big Ten and other places that pulled the plug. And now they're all back again. And they still haven't learned their lesson. They still haven't learned. Like, I don't know what it's going to take, but they have not learned their lesson. Through 4 weeks in the NFL, keep this in perspective, okay? This is the systematic difference between the Chicken Littles and the doers. Through 4 weeks, the Chicken Littles going, oh my God, Tennessee had positive tests. Oh my God, Cam Newton, what are you going to do? And one of them is Mike Florio. Mike Florio at Pro Football Talk is one of the Chicken Littles, and he has a column up right now at Pro Football Talk. And the headline reads, a soft bubble was doomed to fail in the NFL. And he writes why the NFL needs to go to a bubble if they want to save their season. And I am telling Mike Florio, hey, Mike, R-E-L-A-X. Relax. Aaron Rodgers told you to do it years ago. Take the advice again right now. Pour a cocktail, man. Sit in the corner and breathe a little bit. You can choose to focus on Tennessee's positive tests or Cam Newton or you could look at the fact that through 4 weeks in the NFL, 4 weeks, you've had 2 games altered. Every other game has gone off fine. You've had 2 games altered, and one was played the next day. In this piece by Mike Florio, he writes, it was inevitable that those 170 people per team eventually would, while away from the facility, get exposed to the virus. Thank you! Thank you! Yay, Mike! That a boy! Yes, Mike. It is an inevitability that you're going to have positive tests, that people are going to come in contact with the virus, that some people are going to have to test positive and sit on the sideline for a week or so because dope faces like you can't get over the fact that healthy young people are not affected by this virus. And there's still a lot of question as to whether or not asymptomatic people can even transmit this virus. But, Mike, because we have to appease the Chicken Littles and the dope faces like you, those people still sit on the sideline. We have these absurd protocols where grown men who are bleeding, spitting, sweating all over each other on a field walk to a sideline and then socially distance and put masks on. We're socially distancing the locker room, but as soon as they go out on the field, it doesn't matter anymore. I digress. Some of you Chicken Littles cried in Major League Baseball when the Marlins had their outbreak. Remember that? How can they possibly cancel the season? It's the doomsday scenario. The Marlins have positive on COVID tests. Major League Baseball's in their postseason now, right? They're good? They're going to finish the season? Yep. Cool. Same thing you dope faces feared with college. Look at all the games ULL was going to play against Appalachian State and Notre Dame. And what do we got on top? Had like 50 games last weekend. Still rolling on, right? We're good, everybody? Isn't that why when they made the schedule, they built in buffers for this exact inevitability? Mike, your word, not mine, your word. It was inevitable that those 170 people per team would get exposed to the virus. Let me also remind you, Mike, that everyone that gets exposed to the virus tests positive. They don't need to test again for the rest of the year. That's not my idea. That's not the NFL's idea, Mike. That's the CDC's guideline, the Center for Disease Control. That's their guideline. So all of these people that have already been exposed and test positive, be it before the season or now, they're all good to go the rest of the year. It's what's happened in Major League Baseball. It's why you saw this massive drop-off of positive tests and all the hoopla that you all Chicken Little screamed about when the outbreak happened with the Marlins. Positive tests are expected. Of course, it's going to happen. It's a virus. And if you're testing regularly and often, in essence, searching for positive tests, you're going to find some. Deal with it and move forward. Like every other sport in the world has done. Mike Florio, you doofus, you don't need a hard bubble. You need to bubble the NFL. You tell people to do what they're already doing. Take the necessary precautions. Try to socially distance when you can. Stay away from people that are sick. Limit your exposure. Wash your hands. Cover your sneezes and coughs. All that sort of stuff. Do the best you can. There's going to be some positive tests. But the people in charge, actual leaders, people who get to a yes, people who find solutions, they're going to keep doing that while you sit in your studio at your keyboard crying that the sky is falling, like all the other Chicken Littles. And then when the sun comes out, you all look very stupid, as you have all along. I mean, every sport has returned, Mike. All of them. They just keep on keeping on because leaders lead and they find a way. And wimps like you sit in the corner and cry. The sky is falling. Look at the Marlins. Oh no, Stephon Gilmore tested positive. Shut it down. What are we going to do? I mean, Stephon Gilmore is going to chill for about a week because he's a healthy young guy who's going to be asymptomatic. Then he'll go play the rest of the year. What? You all right? Wouldn't you just like to backhand some of these people? Not even backhand, like open hand slap some of these people in the face. Wouldn't you love to do that just to snap out of it? Hey, come to your senses. Be a logical thinking adult person. Stop being a doofus. The Marlins! Oh my God! Oh, they have to look at the outbreak! Oh, what are we gonna do? Someone else will play, and then you'll continue the season. What's the problem? Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.